This video was sponsored by all of the fantastic backers over at Patreon. Check the link out in the description or go to patreon.com/stuffplus to find out more. Generic greetings and welcome back to Stellaris once again. In the previous episode we didn't have a lovely beverage like this. That's lemon and lime with added spritz. I've got like a carbonation type thing. You just sort of spray the thing in and it adds loads of carbonation and bubbles. Very, very tasty. Anyway, in the previous episode, war, and we finished that war. And because of that, as you can see, when we are on the Union's map mode, most of this galaxy is this brownie color, which is our Federation, the generic Federation, consisting of myself, the Coalition of Onath Anea, which is on the top left, the Pious Zanami Commonality, which is the top right, and then finally, just a recent addition, the Holy Something or Other Nation, which is the Holy K'T'Nor Nation. Either those ones there, right? Those guys there. So we control most of this. The people who do not like us are many. As you can see, in the red, we have the Natraxi Star Empire, a little bit of the Quapinjaxi left, with the Queptium Bonded Merchants, and then finally the Miriam Company. And most of their systems have been taken over by these two guys. So either way, yeah, quite good. We've also just found living metal down here, which is not that unsurprising, quite honestly. What I'll do is get a construction ship over there. I'm going to set that guy to auto explore, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything anyway because there's probably, yeah, there's nothing to go and explore. So what I'll do is just find where I've got other science ships. So that is at G World. We've got one G Colony, one there. Let's just check round, see where we've got good science output, and good science output is there certainly. So we'll send the science ship over there to assist the research, although it can't because there's already one doing that, because of course there is. Where else have we got people? Probably in, that's not too bad, G Colony 1 Prime. We could probably send them over there and assist research. There we are. Okay, so we also have a couple of construction ships. One's over here finishing off the minerals. The other one will come down and grab these 5 engineering research points. What's this here? This is the Natraxi Star Regime joined the Just Alliance. Ah, the Natraxi have just fired up. They've just fired up a nation, or rather, I guess they've joined one, so they haven't formed one. So, yeah, look at that. Looks like the member of the Just Alliance. So the Just Alliance consist of, I'm guessing, just those two. Yeah, so it's just those two guys are in the Just Alliance. Miriam's not yet in it, but these guys are in Alliance, which is understandable. Just going to turn some of this stuff off. We don't need to see that. So long-term goals, basically win the game, but in order to do that, we'll have to find out exactly what they've got. And what I'm going to do is just move my fleet back and just sort of dump it on Secondus there because we can. So as you can see, we do have a couple of strike forces. We're going to combine them together. We're going to keep building up forces until we get to about 500 naval capacity. What I also want to do is go to planets and sectors. We're going to create a new sector, and we're going to add in the ones that I've taken recently. So we want to add that one there, which is their homeworld, and then is it Ninnis? That's the one. Basically, all of these ones that we've recently taken over. So that one there, which will be this, but we have to take that, and then we'll put these ones in. Basically, anything that we've recently taken over, we will add into an additional sector like that. So these sectors will be controlled by a governor, which I will assign in due course. I can't add any more because it does take influence for whatever reason to set that up, so I can't add any more. I am getting 4 influence every month or so. It shouldn't be a massive problem. And what we'll do is we will add a sector governor in that one. So we go to planets and sectors down at the bottom here. We do have a sector. I'm going to say they're going to give us not supplying anything to us. So sector is not supplying us with any materials, forcing on internal growth instead. So I want them to build up what's been destroyed, essentially. That's why I've done that. I can also give them energy and minerals if I really do want to. Not at the moment though. Looks like we've got association status getting passed around. So the Miriam Company up here given association status by the Just Alliance, and same as the bonded merchants on the left, which is unsurprising. So basically it's our empire versus theirs. We'll see if we can take them out quickly. We should be alright. Finally, we would definitely want to get rid of the Miriams, get our north border all sorted, square up and away, and obviously we'll also get all of this stuff as well because of how it expands, which is quite good. The problem that we may have is that, as you can see, I've got, what's this? Is this, the Coalition of Orthania wants open borders. I'm going to close that off. I'm trying to keep everything quite together. Looks like the Shroud's accessible again. I'll go for that in a moment. Also, we've got a vote there for our next president, and I'm not going to vote on that one because, well, don't need to. Anyway, so our Strike Force Medusa, as you can see, 26 battleships, 7 cruisers, and 11 destroyers. So what we want to do is build that back up a bit. So we'll go for G Colony 1 Secondus, and then we'll say build 1 more destroyer, 3 more cruisers, and then the Prime can build, well, obviously another battleship. There we go. So it looks like the Miriams have joined the Just line. So if we go to war against the Miriams, we're going to go to war against those, which we sort of knew was going to happen anyway. It was sort of understandable. So construction ship for some reason has gone over there. We've got another construction ship down the bottom. What I'm going to do is put the construction ship in the center, and that because I've dumped it in there, it should then become under this guy's control, which means it should crack on and do whatever they say. Let's have a little chat with Shroud, see what they want. So we'll say reach into the Shroud, 1,200 energy. So presidency occupying the entire part of the Shroud. Ooh, we've met the spirits before. This is something else. So attempt to communicate with a low probability of success. We'll try and give that a go. Reaching the presence, still staring. Attention now fully on us. Do not seem to appreciate being disturbed. Enormous wave of sonic energy reach crashes over us, blocking out the sense of the telepaths. When we come to, notice that one of the numbers missing. Martina Kruyutz is nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. So that is, I'm guessing, one of our scientists? No, I don't know who that was. It could have been our planetary governor. No, don't know who that was. Okay, just gonna pretend like nothing else happened. So, we have re-elected Jürgen Schäfer as our leader. We still have unspent trait points, and I should really go ahead and alter that one. So we've currently got... What could we get? We've got Strong, which will increase army damage and minerals, which is always useful. Happiness is always good, but we're already doing alright on that one. Then output on... Research, garrison health, resilient, garrison health 100%. That's pretty cool. Growth speed, don't need that. Consumer goods cost reduction, that could be useful, actually. That'll give us, how much are we using? Consumers a good cost, minus 71.4. And we get 15% off that. We got like 10 a bit maybe. Whereas if we get strong, 5% extra minerals. Works out to be about the same. But we also get on top army damage. So we'll go for strong. Create template. And then in the... where is it? Here. Oh no, we can set it going somehow. Hang on. Apply template. Across the board. Apply the template, and you get a situation log. 34 months to get that. Okay, we'll give that a go. So have the following traits: arid preference, psionic, talented, quick learner, strong, enduring, sedentary. Yeah, okay, we'll see how that one works. So that guy should be now under control of these, or has he already built one? It's a mining station. No, he hasn't. Okay, I'll just put it. I'll just put it there. Let it crack on. A new faction has recently been gaining traction. The Council of Scientific Betterment. So we've got another... Oh my good grief. Look at all the factions we've got. Obviously the Committee of Spiritualists is the one that people are mainly drawing to. That's simply because we've got a lot of spiritualist stuff there. For some reason we can't put everybody on that planet, which is interesting. Let's go to this surface of that one. Looks like we can on that one. Let's dump it there. So land armies. There we are. So, do we need all of these engineers? Yeah, we do. You go there. This person obviously is going to be quite unhappy. Yeah, it's minus 40 opinion. Most of that, I'm guessing, because of border friction. Actually, no, there's no border friction on here, but it's just says xenophobia. So we're gonna we'll have to keep an eye on that one. We do now have enough to get a leader, so we'll assign a leader for this. For this extra sector that we've got. Probably extra building to build them back up, because we'll be obviously assaulting and things like that, so it's probably worth doing that. So G Colony 1 spaceport. We'll keep building battleships. We'll go back to Planet Summary, actually. We'll have a quick check around and see what we've got, see if there's anything else to build. I don't think there is. Although G Colony 5 Prime is fairly factory fresh, as you can see. Going to swap them over. I mean, there's still, like, buildings to be sorted and such, and there's people just sort of standing around doing not. These are the it's actually these Sathids. These are the refugees, but they're very happy. Happiness 90. So yeah, welcome. We don't do genocide here, so you know you might like it. Anyway, we're gonna get some upgrades on here, upgrades on there. Most of them are just building, that's fine. We're going to knock it up to fast speed here, and we'll just see where we get on. Ascension perk is still available. Obviously, we've got things like Defenders of the Galaxy, Galactic Contender, things like that. Probably not going to go for the big space stuff, so Dyson Sphere, the big ring, or anything like that. Although the Science Nexus is good, Communications Ray, well, they're all good, but they're just very, very, very expensive to do. Also, quite frankly, I've only got another 2 Ascension perks, I believe. Oh no, I'll have 2. I've got 1 spare. I should have another one researchable, and then 1 from when I finish this. Yes, we could technically, if we wanted to, go for... Well, first we'd have to get Voidborn, which gives us a habitat. Then we'd go for the, probably, Master Builders, and then we'll get Mega Engineering. Oh, Mega Engineering is a research. Master Builders will give us a reduction, or double speed, actually, for doing that. Yeah, we'll probably go... We might. What I'm worried about is that, in reality, we don't need... We simply do not need any more habitats. We don't need any more habitats. So, do we bother or not? I'm very tempted to colonize that world there, but it says it's green, but it's not because it's an ocean world. Develop new skills, has he? What's he developed? Oh, intellectual, that's good. That's a person running this, so that's fairly cool. Let's have a quick look in these places, actually. We'll see what they're doing. So it looks like they are... Well, I can manually tell these to upgrade and build as well. Just for whatever reason, the person hasn't, and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because the sector stuff has always been a little bit dodgy. I mean, look, there's nothing that they're doing. Unless they've run out of resources, maybe. Planets and sectors. Let's... there we go. Let's give them loads of resources. That's probably what it was. So I'll just give them a nice stockpile there. Yeah. That's... Oh, look, that's going down right now. So I'm guessing there's loads of stuff getting upgraded now. That's cute. That's cute. I don't know if I did those, though. But I didn't do anything over here, so let's just see if they've started doing stuff here. No. Okay, I don't know. It's just, yeah, the game can do that. Okay, I'll just let him crack on. So, Strike Force Medusa still underway. When we can, we're probably going to go straight to war against this guy, quite frankly. Declare war. Lots of truces there, as you can see. So, it'll be... 23:35, currently 23:28. So... 7 years before we can do anything. More than enough time to build a fairly big fleet up, and well, actually a huge, gigantuan fleet. Quite frankly, I don't know about corvettes. I'm always split when it comes to corvettes. Like, do you bother with them? Some people say they're really good. Some people say they die too quickly. I'm really in that camp. I don't think they do much. We've got his domination tree to go into now, so probably governor level cap and stuff like that. This is quite useful for if you're going to subjugate empires, which we don't have apart from this guy here. This is the Sathid Harmonious Cooperative, and they did request a protectorate, so we said, yeah, no problem whatsoever, welcome aboard. This guy is a subject, actually, under him, so technically still on our side. You can see that's why it's brown there. That's the Natraxi Council. So... just something to keep in mind there. One thing we haven't got a lot of is troops, and maybe it's a good idea to build some more troops. So I'm going to go around and just check on... Actually, it'll probably be on our home world. We could probably build some troops. I'm looking for a military academy, which we have got one there. So armies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and No, we've only got 5 because I didn't have enough money for that. Oh, well, we'll go to fastest and then click once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll build that twice. And we should be okay. There's a transmission there. Research agreement between for me and the Holy Kaknor Nation. If we have a quick look at those, they are a total of equivalent in technology levels, so we might as well go for that one. Yeah, I think so. Just to double check on our ship designer, you can see that our battleships are armed with a particle lance, which is an X weapon. We've got in the center broadside and then artillery. It was originally set up as a carrier, but it looks like it's changed it now. I'm not altering much stuff. Oh, it looks like we've our leader was here. Oh, there's the admiral backside. Yeah, so that's something that we might change, we might not. Currently, just going with whatever the game gives me in terms of like the most. If it thinks that that's the best, then we'll say that's okay. So we're going to have a total of 30 battleships, 10 cruisers and 16 destroyers. Don't know about anything else. There's a Gauss cannon level 5, very, very useful. We've also now got the living metal research, which is 20. There's a lot of research, but to be quite honest with you, nothing much has been popping up here that we... That's bad. Species modification complete. We have completed the modification to the generic species. Right click to dismiss. So that's good, I'm guessing. So we've got all the generic species. You can see that they are arid preference, psionic, talented, quick learners, strong, enduring, and sedentary. Very, very nice. Excellent. Obviously, a lot of these traits we didn't start with. They just sort of came with the inevitable psionic stuff that we were going for, which is fine. So that construction ship down there is not doing anything, so I will just no, I'm not too sure whether it does work or not. There is a developer in there. Oh no, look, it does have his own, so that's fine. I'm gonna dismantle that, then we don't need that. It looks like there was another precursor things to pop up, but I really, to be honest, don't really need to bother too much. I could possibly terraform this planet, but it would be a lot of energy. 5,000 to get it to one that we can use properly. 5,000, a lot of bread. Actually, what we haven't done for quite some time is have a chat with the artists. Can become their patron, which is 4,000. Wow, you do get a lot of unity, but quite frankly, we are doing okay there. We could do a festival across the world, which is increased happiness and growth speed. Not really too bothered about that one. One thing I haven't checked is the unrest on these planets here. Unrest is currently 0. Unhappy Pops is plus 100, but we've got armies on there because I did build a pile of armies. So let's just check each one. Yeah, so unhappiness doesn't really matter. Also consecrated worlds as well. You've got some happiness increase there, so you know, not too bad at all. Looks like these are getting upgraded and I'm touching them, so hopefully that is function rating. So just go ahead and one battleship there. We'll go for another battleship there. Looks like we've got some new wisdom, which happens to be Research Institute, which we'll build in a moment. And then a boatload of things that, as you can see, are all par researched. Maybe the 0-point reactor is good because that is, I think it's a higher level reactor than what we've got. So we'll go for that one there. Only 26 months to finish that off. So we'll go to our home world. Now the thing I'm going to build here, I'm probably going to replace this, and it's 5 on everything, but it gives you an empire modifier of plus 5% research. So every single planet just increase 5% research. Big bonus. Big bonus. Obviously, that's only really relevant. Well, if you've got a vast empire, then it's amazing. If you just got another 2 worlds, well, I guess it's all, well, it's 5%. 5% is 5%, right? But you know, you really see a big difference when you've got a really big empire. So loads of people have moved around here. We've got some Myrians as well. This is because we've taken over some of those, so we're going to have to make sure that we have some employment on them. So they're just in the standard worlds here, so we're going to start building around. We've got loads and loads of worlds that we just haven't got a lot of things doing here. Like, we've got loads of bits that we haven't got anything on, so we need to sort that out. Also, you may have noticed that there's bits that we just, like, we're not going to need all of this food, so we're going to build over it, you see. That can be energy. That can be research. We have a clone vats, don't need clone vats though. That can be energy. We'll upgrade that to one of those. Upgrade that to one of those. Those are getting built. That's getting upgraded. That'll get upgraded. That'll get upgraded. And that's about 27,000 months. Cool. Okay, Shroud again. So we'll have a little chat with the Shroud. Reaching the Shroud. So, same presence again. We could attempt communication with it. We'll give that another go. And King Q is nowhere to be found. So again, don't know who they are. Is it just a person? Are they just taking the people? I think I'm going to stop doing that. It is... I don't think it's working too well. I mean, to be fair, it did say high risk and all of that. Actually, it didn't say high risk. It said low probability of success. Doesn't necessarily mean the same thing. In this particular case, I think it does. But... oh, there they are. That's where. Oh, that's where they were.
Our ships have been improved.
We'll recruit another person here. Oh, look, we're actually starting to get leaders. Different scientists from different factions. But the thing is, though, they're not psychic, and that's the main reason. Well, pretty much the only reason why I've not been opening up borders and such with people previously. Because it's not that we would have a problem. It's just that, you know, we lose out on that psychic trait, which, as you can see, is very, very good because it gives you, well, psionic gives you loads of research and increased happiness and stuff. What's this? The leadership changes now for the Zen army. That's fine. But in terms of these guys, it's research speed plus 10% and survey speed plus 25%. So it's very, very good across the board there. Just make sure that we've got all the battleships there. Okay, so I think more cruisers is the way to go. So cruisers 1, 2, and on here 3, 4. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then battleship. There we go. And that's another big boatload of stuff. As you can see, our naval capacity is 547. I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to argue with it and just nod my head and say, yep, that's fine with me. We could, if we wanted to, increase our food storage. Currently on 1,000, but you can put it up to 10,000 there. Don't think I'm going to do that. Borders have now been opened from the Mirian Conglomerate. They've changed their name, have they? Mirian Company. Oh no, Mirian Conglomerate. It's actually split off. And I can demand vassalization. We might do this one, actually. 1 second. Let me turn off this Union map mode. Ah, no, that's a shame. They're quite far out the way for me, and I don't particularly want to get into that. I'll certainly offer association status to them. Open borders there. Looks like we've got Generic Federation have got voted for that. They're glad to have the opportunity to work. I mean, if we can just be friendly with them instead of offering them... Oh, they want to become our vassals. I will agree to that then. No problem whatsoever. And oh, an automated dreadnought. Right. Right. Okay. Well, this changes things. An automated dreadnought. That's a big ass vessel. You can also capture it.
Incoming transmission.
Associate migration treaty. No, sorry, mate.
Construction complete.
My question is, do I want to try and take that dreadnought on? The Holy Cacnor Nation start to integrate the Natraxi Council. Alright. Yeah, the question is, can I take on
The spirits have granted
that ship?
you wisdom.
I'm of the opinion that I probably can. So we're going to give it a go. What else have we got? We've got Uplift, very cheap to do. Orbital Hydronics Farm, we'll go for that because it'll take 2 months and then it'll be done. And then we'll never see it again. We'll never build it probably, but, you know, we'll have it, I guess. There we go, it's almost built. Took that long. I've put an engineer up here because you do need that sometimes for assaulting that thing, I think. What have we got here? Hydroponics Farm 3, Sector Limit +1, cheaper war demands, habitability modification, that's not too bad. Clone Commandos, which is army damage 25%, very good. But I think we'll go for cheaper war demands. There we go. So we've got 50k fleet power, not problematic at all there. In terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 psionic armies, that's fine. And what we'll do is make sure that all of our psionic armies have the attachment. I'm really glad they're getting rid of this in the next big update because, quite frankly, it's annoying and totally unnecessary. Yes, it gives you bonuses, but they're just putting it into global bonuses, which I'm totally fine with. In reality, ooh, one of those. In reality, it's a good idea, but bad execution. Like, you would really want, you do want the ability to customize armies, but the execution is just a bit, it's too fiddly and annoying. We've just got the jump drive, which is a red technology. It's a rare technology and it's dangerous. So when you get that, it can cause endgame events. It can cause bad things to appear. It can cause these guys to say, "Stop doing that." So I'm going to leave that alone and go for probably governance ethics attraction. We'll go for that there, the Strathamine mining. Let's see if we can get that gas. And we will upgrade our fleet. 2,000 points to upgrade it because essentially they're putting a massive reactor on it now because we've got that new reactor. In fact, if we check on this battleship, we click on that. Yeah, look at that. Immediately it's changed. We've got swarm missiles and medium guns in there. We've also got large psionic shields, 0-point reactors. Yeah, we've just increased the size of the ships essentially. So that will need to be upgraded, which is these probably need to, but no real point upgrading those. Okay, we're waiting for this to finish. Once it's finished upgrading, I think we're going to go and have a little chat with this automated dreadnought. When I say chat, I mean I'm going to shoot the outside of it with the big guns and lasers and such. And once you've disabled it, I believe you can try and capture it, but it's a bit annoying at times, I believe. You have to have transport fleets and all sorts. I'm going to bring this transport fleet up and over. Actually, I'm getting a bit confused with... Gee, call me one embark, please. Thank you. Getting a bit confused with... What's this? Closed borders. Sorry, let me just check this. Ah. Huh. Not surprised. These guys have just closed the borders. Ah, because we can actually go to war now, I believe. Yes, we can declare war if we really want to. I'm going to take the automated dreadnought out first. Could be a mistake. We'll see. If my fleet gets decimated, then it's all kinds of bad. But anyway, I digress. Yes, as I was saying, the way it works is... What's this? Strathamine gas. That's good. What else can we go for? We've got all sorts of torpedoes and ion disruptor, plasma cannon, plasma thrower. I don't know which one's the best. Phase disruptor, I'm guessing, because it's the most expensive. Maybe sensors as well. Yeah, go on. Yeah, so looks like war's already getting declared anyway. So the Partisan Army Commonality wants to go to war. So the Democratic Strathid Union, these guys, will seed planet of that one. That's what they'll get. Nobody that I know, I don't know who that is, gets an Atraxia. Let me search for that one. Who's getting that? I'm guessing him. But it doesn't say. Mirian Conglomerate is going to get that one. Interesting. Tsunami getting other stuff. What do I get? I get Humiliate the Mirians. That's all I get. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have some of that. Why not? Okay, let's attack. And minus 75 energy as we send the ships off. Oh my. Right then, that's a thing. Right, well, let's turn this transport fleet around and we'll get stuff going. So we have a couple of fleets over here. In terms of fleet power and naval capacity, it's all pathetic. Obviously, this is well up for getting sieged, I'm guessing. Quite frankly, I'm probably just going to defend. Well, there's only one place that can come in, and it's here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Strike Fleet Medusa into there. Because if you look, there's no other way in. this is the only way through. So I'm going to bring my fleet there as fast as possible. Going to split it in half. Half will defend, the other half will attack. Because quite honestly, if they come at me with more than 30k, then good luck to them. Obviously, there's a 30-odd K roaming around here. All the way up the top, we've got them attacking with stuff with 4k. That's their problem. I'm dealing with what's on my doorstep. I didn't initiate this, but I'll certainly agree to this. Was going to go up and take that dreadnought out, but we can do that anyway. Got 4k in the bank, but I'm going to keep that because I do want to have a chat with the trader enclave, and I'm going to do it now actually. Trade for energy credits. I'm going to trade most of that over to get the energy credits, because if that gets blown up, then I can't keep the fleet going. I just can't fuel the thing. There is cheaper war demands just got. That's quite useful. We've got edict duration. That's good. Climate transformation, which allows us terraform ecologically devastated worlds. Not too sure. What's this? Splitting the atom. Oh, physicist on the alien civilization of Varaccord. Oh, so they've now split the atoms. So they're now in the atomic age. Cool. I'm just going to get chemical bliss, just get off the tree because it's been sitting there for a while. Okay, so this is our fleet. It's just came in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drive it straight forward to here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll split the fleet in half. I'll take the first fleet up, the bigger one. The other one will go down the bottom. The bigger fleet will go towards a new precursor anomalies being discovered on G Colony 4. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm sitting my 25k fleet in between these two jump points. So if they come in, we'll be able to see them. So where's this transport fleet at? Back there, is it? Well, let's just bring it in, to be honest. So we can see their fleet. Not that we care about it. We're just going to start sieging. As you can see, there's streams of ships coming down. New election. Not going to bother even messing with that. Shroud. I'll have another chat with Shroud. Reaching the Shroud. Communicate with the President's high probability of success this time. Oh no, didn't work either. And another scientist dies. It keeps doing that a lot. Maybe we should stop feeding the thing. We should stop feeding it. You. Keep researching. Actually, we're probably not going to assist research. We're going to bring it down and then we'll be able to scan any debris that we find. I wonder how G Colony 5 Prime is doing. Oh, very well, in fact. It just requires some amount of upgrades. You know what? Cancel that. Because we really just don't need it. Upgrade all of these. Get it all upgraded. I'm just upgrading all the science ones, all the
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
all those with whatever they're sitting on. So if they're on physics, we upgrade that to a physics one. If they're on biological, it does that one. We'll go for uplift. I'm trying to get all of the base technologies that I haven't bothered with done. Land armies on here. This is their home world. They've got nothing there. I mean, they've got some militia and a couple of defensive armies, but quite frankly, it's not going to matter in the slightest. As you can see, they are getting, oh my good grief, getting sieged by pretty much everybody. There's minerals and star charts once we swap by the Democratic Cepheid Union. Yes, I'll totally agree to that. No problem at all. He's, after all, our ally and friend and neighbour. Well, he's not actually our neighbour, but hopefully we're going to try and make that so.
Our champions are making planetfall.
Yes, they are making planetfall, and I bet it won't take long. Nope, that's how long it took. Didn't even have time to see how long it took there. Right, let's sort this guy's home world. This should be over very quickly. Going to embark the fleet there, and then we will not say attack now. Actually, we will put it in our friendly neighbours thing there. And this music is not bad, but I do prefer towards Utopia. There's new wisdom, which is a living metal, so I should have Oh, there's mega engineering as well. Now we're onto dangerous territory. So let's have a quick look in the strategic resources. Living metal. I have 1 living metal, which means mega structure build speed, 30% increase, monthly hull regeneration across the entire board, regardless where they are, 2%. So they automatically repair the fleet. Fantastic. So as you can see, lots of stuff to research here. Mega cannon, it's just a big honking space gun. We've got all sorts of stuff, but quite frankly, it's going to be mega engineering, because mega structure restoration rather, and we get more down that line, and then it opens up potential changes and things. So it looks like there is a fleet there which is now been utterly destroyed. Didn't take long. See, that's the thing now. The AI is really pushing hard here, although not at the top, which is strange. There's uplift done. We've now got Xenomorph army and Xeno cavalry. That can only go badly, so let's not even attempt that. We'll go for synthetic thought patterns, resettlement cost reduction, and robot resource production. We don't use any of that. We'll go for climate restoration. So we'll just go straight for this guy's home world. We're going to take the transport fleet. We're going to bring that in, enter the orbit. Current war score, 17%. Currently not lost a fight according to this, which we knew about anyway. Although, 15k fleet's nothing. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby. 15k plus a bit of change. Right, okay, as soon as we've finished here then, we're going to turn around. With a 28, we'll turn back round. Want to take care of business there. Actually, they're coming towards me. I think they're coming to me. No, they're not. They're running off. Okay, I'll siege the world then. Siege the world, and then we'll head back. But where are they going? Yeah, they're actually just going around to try and take back over the worlds, which they've lost, which makes total sense. But we'll begin sieging there. A bit of orbital bombardment. They do have, however, this time a lot of defensive stuff, which, to be fair, this is their capital, so you would expect that to be so. However, these are Psychors with a level 3 leader, increase army damage, and look at the army morale on attack. Yep. He's got the butcher trait. She's got the butcher trait, rather. That's a bit naughty. And also quite useful in this occasion. So, how are we for minerals? Not too bad. On the other hand, though... Hi, Zuracorp. Here's a boatload of crystals. Can you give me your Duracell? Other battery manufacturers are available, obviously. We've also got now a tradition. Increase income from tradition. Every vassal increase your naval capacity by 50% up to theirs. Unit output increased by 5% per subject, or a maximum of 30%. Might as well do that because oh, bloody hell, that's gone right up, hasn't it? That's actually really powerful. I never knew that. Increased by 5% per subject. See, 1 or 2, and then that's going to massively increase it. Either way, drop down. We'll have to see what this is like. I don't know if I can win this. It just depends on how tough they are. They don't have much morale, though. And the Psychor hit their morale very, very hard. In fact, yeah, they're already broken. Look at that. That's it. Win. Easy. Didn't expect them to go down that quick, quite honestly. So that's their home world now. Now I need to look for their big fleet. And there it is. I don't know where it's going. Entering orbit of Voral something or other. Hyperlane to here. No. To there. Oh, yes, it's going down here. It's coming down over. It's trying to attack the Leaping Star. Ah, it's coming back over. Oh, well, this is going to be bad for them because I'm going to jump right on top of them. Who's insulted me? That's not very nice. We never consider the generic leak to be one of the great accidents of the galaxy. It should never have been. Ah, fair enough. Well, speaking of accidents, do you want to talk to your Admiral about fleet tactics and how, he's just had his fleet decimated, although he could win because he's just sent 2 things behind me, which obviously immediately messes up the AI and screws you around. But, no, I think just sheer amount of firepower, more technology, and... quite frankly, loads of battleships, although that has just snapped in half, which is always bad. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone. That was quite easy. Dun, dun. Right, attack that place, please. And where is my science ship? You, research project. What have we got going here? Nothing much there. So that science ship is moving. We're going to put it on fleet stance of not fearful. Actually, you know what? I might as well embark the army and just send it down over here and attack that anyway. So they've got a military power, or 2k military power on the defense station there. Spaceport's already gone. Any fleet that was there, that's gone as well. Look at that, big space lasers going on. Job done. Currently 27% war score. Gonna attack down here. So yeah, I was about to say I've lost loads of battleships, but I've just realised that half of my fleet's actually up the top, sitting here. So you might think, well, a bit of a risk keeping all of it there. Not really, but what I might do is split it off again. Take the slightly small, slightly larger, and just keep it raiding. That's not good. That's a 3k fleet. Run away. Ah, well. Can't have it all. We still have, on G-World, psionic armies that we haven't taken off yet. But, don't know if I'm going to do anything about that. There we go. So they're in orbit, and it looks like they are running away. What a surprise. Yep. I mean, it's only a matter of time before we take this out. What's that there? Is that 11k? 11k fortress versus a couple of hundred level in. No, that's not going to work out. A couple of hundred fleet. That's just not working out at all. Land the armies there. So we're repairing up the ship. This is at this area. Although, as you saw, when you press repair, it's going elsewhere. Where it shouldn't do. It should just come here. So.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
We've secured the heathen planet. And they keep sending stuff through here, but it's just not working out for them. It's just getting hit by that. We'll max that speed out. Strike Force Gargantua has just jumped on a 3k fleet though. That's what we wanted. It's all it's all corvettes though. And I've got a lot of battleships. So that happened. Right. You go to there. Sign ship. Actually, no, you sign ship. You there. This fleet can go there. Embark that. And then head over there as well. So it's only a matter of time now. Let's knock it up to max speed. Because there's no way they can win this. They really don't have a chance. The only way I can see this going well for them is if we get giants in the playground, if we get one of the stagnant ascendancies, one of the empires that have been sleeping away, if they actually wake up and then say, right, you join us, and then all of those guys join them. So we'll see. Looks like we've got some rare tech here, which is Zro distillation. Zro dust is FTL speed plus 50% and sensor range 100. Very, very useful. I think that is supposed to be spice. You know, from June. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. So, where have we got fleets? Got a fleet there, Where's the other one? Oh, we've only got those. That's fine. So we'll land on this here. Then we'll go over there.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Yes, they have, because it's quite easy. So that guy's now finished researching there. We're just going to scan the debris. There's probably nothing that is of great note to us, but we might as well do it anyway. There's the climate transformation done. We got Gaia creation. That's a bit naughty. Habitability modification. Change the preferred planet type species through modification. Okay. Yeah, I've just realised that my fleets are going to start selling themselves. I will go for that and quickly have a chat with Zuracorp. There we go. I don't know whether I've lost some fleet. Yes, I have, look. Fleet's been sold. Damn it! Massive misplay on my part there.
Debris analyzed.
Luckily...
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Actually... Oh, I don't know. It might be a little bit. It might just be a little bit. Either way, it's a sign of the... What the bad things that can happen. I'm going to bring this fleet back here. Actually, that's the wrong fleet. Hang on. Stop. You go back there. Enter orbit. You can go there. Please. Enter orbit. Is it big enough for me to land on? Not really. So, I will make sure that's fine, which it is. I'll send those back down to there. And my transport ships have been engaged by that little guy there. I'll just run away, it doesn't really matter. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to find where the... Oh, is that the war ended? Yes, it has. I was going to try and find out where the frontier outpost was and smash it in, but as you can see, it's already moved, so that's it. Okay, so all of the fleets get straight back, get fully upgraded to go and repair. Construction ships. We've got one over there, that's fine. A science ship down here, which can stay and get some research projects. So we can see that we've got 3 seed planets, and we'll destroy frontier outposts and liberate planets. So actually, typically, they didn't accept what I wanted, which is, or they were going to offer me. So I've, again, come out with this with pretty much nothing. How dandy. Trade for energy credits, and I'm going to have to shore this economy up because it just ain't working. It isn't working. Okay. The plan is to get... I could get a habitat. I could also stop having, like, this loads of plus energy. Let's replace that with a power plant. And that one... minerals.
Our ships have been improved.
We've got nothing there to do. On here we've got that one that can be replaced with power plant. On here we've got loads of bits and bobs of apples and other vineyards and stuff. I don't think I want all that. No. And then here is even more. Place that with energy. Then just do the full upgrade set. And that'll take a week. Okay. I'll group up. Get the fleet back together. Cotton Jaxie doesn't like me, he keeps insulting me. There's some debris analysed. Trying to just get all this fleet back up and then we'll dock it. As soon as it's docked, it'll take a lot less resources.
Construction complete.
We're only on minus 73 now. And a lot of debris to look at as well. There's a plasma cannon researched, but it wasn't researched off the tree. It was just, we managed to research it by simply scanning constantly all of the debris that we've been finding. We do have this world down the bottom here, which we do need to add. So planets and sectors, we'll go for this sector here, manage the sector, add that one, add that one, add that one, and add... Ooh, let's not add that one just yet. Probably a bad plan to add that one. We'll add these, and sort of want all of these. So what I'll do, I'll put those in, like that. Close that, but now we are going to change this so they are going to give us 50% of their output because it will be useful. There we go. Ships have been improved. That's always a good thing to hear. Our fleet needs to come back and needs to probably land on a big world, which isn't around here, that's for sure. Where's a big planet? A really big planet. That's quite big. So that's G Colony 4. We'll get those to land on that one. Whereas this fleet is at G-Star and it's in space. Holy Kaknor Nation is now the leader of the Federation for the time being. Any other thing to scan? I don't think there is. I think that's it. I can't see any other debris. No. There was something at G Colony 4, it said. Yeah, there it is there.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
We'll send them back. There's that Zero dust, which you've just researched. Doesn't mean we've got it, but we have just researched it. We'll also go for phase disruptors. We'll just check to see if we did get that dust in strategic resources. No, we've also lost out on something else as well, and I'm guessing it's because it was in here somewhere. It was... I don't know where it was, actually. I cannot see. There's that dust there. Living metal down there. Only just, though. Only just. And I can't see the other one. Maybe it was traded. Maybe it was traded. Anyway, I'm hoping that because I've added this into this guy's sector, it should sort it out. We'll see. We'll see. Almost certainly not. But we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, as always. There we go. You can see just a slight alteration of only a couple of...
Situation log updated.
a trade post, is it? Yeah, it is. G Colony 4. Yeah, you can see just a slight alteration of the...
Construction complete.
of the food. Has sorted that out. So we're going to send those back here. Upgrade fleet to latest design. Then we'll assist research somewhere. Got Shroud to have a natter with. Let's see if we can mess this up for the 4th time in a row. Mid-ground. And it's happened again. Keep feeding. Keep feeding. Right. Recruit another leader. Recruit someone here. You can see, look, it's starting to dilute the research pool now. I'm not saying that the ones we're getting are not good. I'm just saying they're not telepathic. And that's obviously something we wanted to focus on. So that's been improved. We want to go for... Oh, that's okay. G Colony 3. Can they do that? Yes, they can. I'm going to try and get that mining base and see what the deal is there. So... that's very close to not being controlled by me, although this guy's borders will not increase under normal circumstances. So I don't know what to do. What I do want to do is go and take this thing out first, and I think I'm going to do it now. Get this fleet upgraded. Let's get in there. On the move, though, it will take a while to sort itself out. It's going to... oh, good grief, there's terraforming liquids in there. Yeah, it will take a while to get this sorted out. And when it's on the move, watch this. Oh, it doesn't go into minuses. That's always useful. Right, let's see how good or bad this goes. So we do have a transport fleet. We're going to bring that forward into here. We're going to bring a construction ship. And we're going to bring one, that one there, in fact, into there. And because we might need either, you see, I can't remember. The enigmatic fortress requires one. And the... I think the enigmatic fortress, you can hack into it. You have to send troops on board. But I don't know about this one. I think you just have to rebuild it. So, shuttle crash. What? During a clandestine mission on the surface of Viral Crowd. Oh, one of the shuttles was intercepted by a squadron of atmospheric fighters belonging to the nation state. Oh, okay. Pause that then. So, need a scientist. Track on map, go to. This is our... yeah. Yeah. This is the nation we're looking at. We've been checking out for some time. They do have an ISS, look. They've got the space station. They're in the early space age. They only split the atom, what? Oh, it would have been about 10 years ago, so they're doing very, very well. They are pacifist, enduring, resilient, and Arctic preference. So if they pop up, then that should be good. Although, ideally, well, actually, that's going to split my thing in half, which is bad. These guys want... Do you want to allow... We should probably go for that. Allow migration treaty. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think we should do about that with a migration treaty? We've currently been holding off on it, but it seems like we've already like worked that anyway over a bit because you know we've got different ones in here anyway. I don't know. I don't know what you think about it.
Ships have been improved.
We'll have a think. So that ship's been improved. Assist research there. Have they got a lot of research? No, not really. Does G-Star have it? No, assist research there then. So we're about to get our fleet in, which is something we don't want to be running on max speed, that's for sure. A single massive warship has been discovered patrolling the something or other system. The Etch system. No life signs can be detected on the vessel, but it's emitting a very strong power signature and appears to be bristling weapon systems. It does not respond to hails. Caution advised. It will be heading directly towards me, I believe, but it is but one ship. Not that that means anything. It could be huge. Well, it is huge. We know it is. We can see the bloody thing. And when we compare it to the size of this fleet, you'd think, well, it's got no chance. Well, you'll be surprised just how much damage this thing can cause. There's operators rescued, that's fine. But what I'm more concerned about is the engagement here. Now, I do have long-range tachyon lancers, but it also has a spinal weapon, I believe. We'll go into combat very, very shortly. You can see it's lining up anyway. It's coming straight towards us. There's the combat. And immediately we start breaking off. And then there's the swarm missiles. There's the lasers going out. It's hitting the front and doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at that. It didn't even touch it. It's not even touching it. Oh my good grief. It's doing nothing. It's doing absolutely nothing. Oh no, no, there we go. We're slowly chipping away at it. There we go, it's going down. If there was there's an artist and there's a trader. Okay, I was thinking if I messed up here. I haven't. If there was a curator enclave, I would be able to talk to them and say, hey, how can I beat this a lot easier? And it would tell me and you would get a bonus in damage. But looks like well, they've been destroyed, so we can't do that. And also, that is now, boom. Okay, we have managed to disable the automated dreadnought in the system, the Etch system. Despite the punishment took from our ships, the structure of the warship massive hull remains largely intact. Boarding parties found mummified remains of the dreadnought's alien crew still manning their stations before expiring. They activated some kind of automated patrol mode, which is limited the shipboard AI. The limited shipboard has been locked on for the past 7.8 million years. Although it would be an incredible amount of resources, some of our engineers believe that the dreadnought can be restored and put back into service with our fleet. It would certainly make for a powerful flagship. So we can say, scrap it, or the ship will sail the stars again under our flag. We'll do that. And then look at that. You get the dreadnought all destroyed and stuff. So what we do is we get, it's a repaired, yeah, one construction ship in orbit, and we will say, go! Get it rebuilt. And these guys can go back and heal themselves up, because quite frankly, we took a bit of a beating there. What did we lose? We lost 3 cruisers. No, 5 cruisers. We can sort that out, no problem whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll build some more dreadnoughts later on. Battleships, rather. So, knock that up to faster speed. Let's get in there. That's a phase disruptor we've got now. What's that? Increase armor. That's a nice Newtonium ore. So, we're now trying to rebuild the dreadnought. Takes a while. There's Gaia creation. And a lovely bit of music in the background as well. Dandy. Okay, that's going to take a day and longer. Yeah, that's going to take ages. So, I think we will leave it there then. Cool. So, not exactly what I had planned. The plan originally was to take this guy out, and then it changed to get to the Dreadnought, and then it changed to something else, and it's all over the place now. As you can see, the Mirian company has been reduced to one system. It's been split into the Mirian conglomerate, which is on our side, and we've now got the Pious as an army commonality. These guys have managed to take up there as well. I'm guessing that was... No, that is a frontier outpost, I believe. No, it's a world. It's a world. They might have... Yep, they've just taken it. Strange. We've also got the Queptilium Star Sovereignty, which is, I'm guessing? Who are those? Pathetic in every way. I don't know. They are the same as these guys. No, they're not. They're the same as one of these. Interesting. Anyway, that's happened. So, eventually, this will be taken over as well. These guys will come into space. We could greet them as well. We could actually change that to covert infiltration, or we could just say indoctrination. Natives will adopt our governing ethics over time. We don't really want to do that. And the covert infiltration. When complete, the mission will annex the planet and give the natives a large but temporary happiness boost. We're going to let them crack on, I think, and we'll see what happens with them. If they split this in two, then we'll have to just, tell them that's not on, and we'll vassalize them or something like that. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, interesting. Holy Cacnor Nation has been a bit naughty by putting that there. Yeah, that's very, very naughty. Pushing into this guy's space, who, well, is now only superior. Technology level still overwhelming. He's still really, really hit this fleet hard. Like, my fleet wouldn't have a chance if he assaulted it, honestly. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will put back together this this ship. We'll get more fleet and wait for probably the next war, or more likely the events, because we're coming very, very close to that now. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. This series is directly sponsored by the Patreon subscribers, so thank you very much for that. Plus 10 appreciation / approval points. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.